All right, what's good? What's good? What's going on? Playback. I want to jump right into this topic here. Um, I was out of the loop for the weekend with the fights, but I definitely wanted to get into this upcoming fight. Let me share this with y'all, and depending on who's up, because this is an early bird live stream. Depending on who's up, I'll drop a link, and we'll click on this, give our thoughts and prediction. But let me share this with y'all real quick. Because we got Erickson Lubin versus Jeison Rosario announced. So I'm gonna share this with y'all and get this going. This is from Boxing Scene. I'll be sure to leave the link in the description, but I'll put it in the live chat. So while I'm doing that, shout out to the ones coming in. But let me get to this. I'll drop it in a second. Lubin and Rosario agree to meet in a high stakes junior middleweight fight. According to Boxing Scene, it says learn that Showtime will televise the 12-round, 154-pound bout between Lubin and Rosario, although the date and site for their fight have not been determined. Let's see. They haven't announced any boxing broadcast beyond this April 10th show. So no date yet for this. But Lubin and Rosario says they're both training at gyms in South Florida. And the winner could be thrust into another title fight. Let me go see if I get some more important stuff from this article before I give my thoughts. It says Rosario's attempting to bounce back from the knockout loss to Charlo. That was a good fight. We all know that. It says Lubin is the WBC's #1 challenger for Charlo's championship belt again. And it says that makes him facing Rosario much riskier. It is. It's a risk for Charlo to get in there with Rosario, knowing he's right there to get a shot at Charlo for the WBC again, twice, 2 times. And then it's getting into previous losses of Rosario and stuff like that. So real quick, let's see, box rec for Erickson Lubin. 23 wins, one loss. One loss only came to Jamel. Since then, he has went on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fight win streak. And he has never been world champ. He got to the top one time, and got knocked down quick, fast in the first round. But that happens in boxing. He's making his way back, and I respect him. So 23-1 for Erickson Lubin, as you see there, southpaw, 5'9.5", 74.5-inch reach, and #1 in the WBC. Rosario, 20 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw. He's been stopped twice, most recently in his last fight. So he's coming off a loss and inactivity. Let me see. Well, they fought in September, so let me not really say that much inactivity. So it's been a while. But let me see. Before the loss, he was on quite a bit of a win streak after the Nathan Gallimore loss. So 1, 2, 3, 4. He won 9 wins or 9 fights. He had 1 draw, 8 wins, 1 draw before the unification bout with Jamel, where he lost. But he got in there though. I was glad that this guy was willing to unify and dare to be great. You know what I'm saying? So um in other news, let me get to the let me get to this real quick before I open up to live chat. And once again, shout out to the playback. Get to this last little article before we open it up. While I'm getting there, shout out to my members, Lisa Bales, Ronald Finkley, and Sporting Advantage. Mauricio Suleiman defends expanding WBC franchise designations. As y'all know, I've been keeping an eye on these franchise movements, and things are starting to get a little tricky now. It's starting to get a little tricky now because now they're changing rules. They're trying to expand on this thing now, and let me just get to it. Says the president has come under fire for his decisions to name more champions over the past few years. WBC President Mauricio Suleiman continues to defend his governing body's decision to introduce a franchise title for several fighters. The move has attracted criticism for adding to the variety of belts such as Super and the National, Global, Regular, Silver, Interim, and more. That confused claims over boxers who want to earn the right to call themselves undisputed and to potentially devalue other belts within and out with the WBC. Good paragraph right there, right? Canelo Alvarez and Vasily Lomachenko were initially given the supposedly horrific titles. Damn. But when Teofimo Lopez beat Lomachenko last year, he inherited the title, only to see his claim of being undisputed put in doubt by Devin Haney's regular WBC championship. Another great paragraph. Another great one. This is quoted from Suleiman saying the WBC introduced the franchise boxer concept and rule a couple of years ago. The franchise boxer is a special designation and privileged status which the WBC may bestow to a current WBC world champion who is also an elite boxer and who has achieved and maintains the highest of stature in the sport. Well, you look at that. Gotta love the WBC. Says, quote, initially, the WBC established that the franchise boxer privileges were conferred and not won or lost as a result of the outcome of a bout. As any rule of importance, the WBC has modified its franchise boxer rule so that it reflects the realities of our ever-evolving sport. Let me move on. Significant adjustment to the rule came about. Okay, listen to this quote. This is from Mauricio, and then we're gonna wrap that article up. That's from DAZN News. Shout out to DAZN.com. A significant adjustment to the rule came about when Teofimo Lopez requested to become franchise boxer if he defeated Vasily Lomachenko. Teofimo prevailed, and the WBC conferred to him the well-deserved franchise boxer designation in the WBC lightweight division. Hey, that wraps it up. That just about does it right there, ladies and gentlemen. You know, and then we're going to open it up to the panel. Subscribe. UDC is live. Fada or nada. And truth is the new hate. It's your boy BHP. Let me see what's going on in the chat. That was your daily sources with your boy BHP. True Media Gang. Let's see what's going on. What's happening? Hey, what's going on? 504 in the chat. Early with it. Lubin didn't have his man strength. Wasn't ready for Jamel the first time. I believe this how you conduct yourself. Get knocked down, get back up. Now he in position again. Why losing is so frowned upon. Shout to Boxing God. Yeah, man. It's, you get knocked down, you get back up. This man went on a what was it, 5 or 6 fight win streak after the loss. And he's back at number 1. So, I'm a fan of Erickson Lubin. I am. Fake fans be like, a guy can take a loss and they just whatever. That nigga suck. Right? That's what they do. As soon as the dude lose, oh man, that dude suck, man. He trash. He be like, damn, wasn't you the same dude that was saying his catchphrases and shit? They be knowing all their catchphrases, wearing all their merch. Then they lose, and they be like, man, this nigga suck, dog. Can't believe I was promoting this man. It's what it is, man. Y'all gotta be consistent out here, man. Gotta be consistent out here. But my thoughts on the Suleiman, man, it's just getting out of hand, bro. It's getting out of hand. Juan Francisco Estrada, of course, was the most recent one. And I talked about this in that video, that it's always when someone is making a unification run or on their route to undisputed, then y'all want to slap the franchise crap on it. It's like, they wait till somebody, unify or right there getting ready to become undisputed. Then you want to throw the franchise crap in there, and then you only want to do it in select situations, man. And like I told y'all, man, my personal opinion, it's just becoming the Latino belt, low key. It is. I'm not hating, but I'm just saying, if they want to go out like that, go out like that. Then, I mean, if you asking me, it's really a sucker belt. It's a ducking belt. It's a get out of your obligation to fight the top dude belt, your number 1 contender belt. That's what that shit is. It's the get out of your obligation belt. Yeah, I mean, still the 160 franchise champ. So, and that's why I flame the shit out of Canelo like I do. Not because he's not a great fighter. Dude is a great fighter. Don't get me wrong. But the decisions that he's made in his career, or the people that was moving his career, it's him. I used to think it was other people like Oscar. Man, it's Canelo. Canelo be moving the way he want to move. So you can't force him to face nobody, and it's just, all to avoid this shit. Hey, you know what's so crazy? It's crazy, man. And this is why people hate Demetrius Andrade so much, I think. This belt was established. Hey, man, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is, man. It's like, I just see so many different new creations being established to avoid certain smoke. That's how it looked to me. That's just my assessment. And I just see that the WBC franchise belt has become the if you Mexican, I'm keeping it real, man. If you Mexican, batter up. You are on deck to get that WBC franchise belt. You have the highest chance to get that belt if you Latino. That's just keeping it real. But if you take that belt, you can forget about it. That undisputed talk. Get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? That is not the equivalent as any other division where, like, say, shout out to Iron Cone. Let me drop the chat if you drop the link in the chat. That is not equivalent to, say, like Josh Taylor Ramirez getting ready to unify Ain't no franchise bullshit. No contender got, screwed out of his shot. None of that, man. None of that. I want to see an undisputed take place in a weight class where no contender had to get downgraded or cheated out of their shot at the champ. And I see Mauricio, he pulled his shit when he wanted to protect one of the guys that he liked, that he wanted to remain champ. That's why he made that Estrada Chocolatito shit. I got to let's capitalize on this. You know what I mean? This Latino war right here. We can't let Rumberside fuck that up. So here, let's just downgrade you. So fuck out of here. I see what they doing. I've been watching these niggas too long with this shit. So I've been seeing what they doing. So that shit has just been horrible. Now it's like with this WBC now, what they trying to rearrange rules, it's like now you can mandate the regular champ to fight the franchise champ now? Like now? Because that's what they about to do with the Juan Francisco Estrada Chocolatito winner. They making a tournament, right? This is why when I brought this up, if y'all gonna do that, okay, well then make that for everybody then. Do that for Devin Haney and Tiafimo. Make a little tournament. Mandate Devin to fight Tiafimo since you want to make it like that. Since the WBC regulars can become can get the shot at the franchise champ now. First it wasn't transferable, now it's transferable. You know what I'm saying? First they didn't have mandatories, now they got mandatories. Estrada got the winner out of Chocolatito and Estrada it's mandatory that they fight the winner out of Rumberside and the other dude that he fighting. Like, ain't this some shit? But y'all couldn't mandate Devin to fight the winner out of Tiafimo and Lomachenko though. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can't right now mandate since Canelo want to hold on to this 160 franchise status. Y'all can't mandate Jamal and Canelo. I mean, I'm just saying, since y'all changing rules, go ahead and change it in every division then. That's all I'm saying. Just be consistent with it. Don't be selective. But just keep it a stack, man. Motherfuckers move how they want to move. It is what it is. We just calling it out. I'm just giving y'all my opinion on it. You know what I'm saying? And I just see crazy, man. It's crazy. People be a certain way, and then when it fits their narrative or fits their community or whatnot, then they with the shit. Like, hey, man, hey, WBC, they make the rules, man. They said it. When it don't fit your narrative, it's like, come on, man. It's corrupt, man. Then it fits their narrative and their guide, and it's like, you know what? Mauricio says. Fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just as fake as Mauricio. Y'all niggas be flip-flopping like a motherfucker out here with this shit. Hey, flip-flop with Mauricio with the changes. Yeah, man. That's all I'm saying. Be fair. Be fair. Don't just do it for them. Because, oh, well, a lot of people felt it was a tough fight and it was controversial. So we have to franchise Estrada so that we can make this rematch happen. Rumberside doesn't need a shot. Man, y'all gotta stop, man. They gotta stop. Be consistent with it. Fine. Make a tournament in every weight class that got a franchise. That means 160. That means 135. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, the franchise got mandatory. It's like, man, get the fuck out of here, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's just crazy. And I don't have no respect for a dude who requests a duck belt, man. Tiafimo, man, like I'm off this Tiafimo character guy. Like y'all can celebrate all y'all want and still be gassed off that Lomachenko win. Cool. Fuck that. I'm off it. This man requested to be a franchise. Like, nigga, what? Get the win. I be the top pound for pound guy. Now I'm about to go beat the WBC champion. You know, the dude that Lomachenko ducked. That would have been some big champ shit from Teofimo. Not, hey, can I get the belt, the protection belt that he got if I beat him? That way I don't have to fight WBC mandatories too? Clown shit, bro. Clown shit. And y'all know it's some hoe ass shit, but y'all love the dude so much because he got the fade and he do the Fortnite dance shit and do the backflips. Man, fuck all of that. That shit don't move me. Y'all act like y'all forgot when Nakatani swelled his face up and he talking about, you know, from now on, only fighting guys my height, you know, so we don't have this problem again. I'm like, nigga, what? You know, but y'all gassed up off the email champ shit. This man requested to be a franchise champ. Fuck out of here. So take it how y'all want it. Teofimo is a fraud to me, requesting that fake ass belt. And the WBC been on that fraud shit. Mauricio been on that fraud shit, not being consistent. But you want to have favoritism and be selective. Mandate all the franchise champs to fight the regular champs then. WBC regular champs. Since you changing rules, change that. Do that. But I bet he won't do it. Bet he won't do it. And I bet y'all the people gonna be out here defending the shit. And a lot of them is his fans, Canelo fans. Canelo fans is Mauricio fans. Right, Bob? Canelo fans and Mauricio fans is the same. You know what I'm saying? But on the PBC side of things, even though it ain't no date, shout out to Al Heyman making that fight happen. I'm impressed about the Erickson Lubin and Jeison Rosario fight. I like that fight. So that man gets some points. Al Heyman get points. I was getting concerned, like, damn, Al. I was about to say, man, somebody really need to call Al and see what's up. So let's get a date, Al Heyman. But thank you for giving us the Erickson Lubin, Rosario. Thank you to them two guys for agreeing to make that fight happen. Because people do that shit all the time. Is, you know, call out. Nah, man. You niggas make up y'all mind to fight each other and it'll happen. I think I'll support what y'all want to do. But when y'all want to actually get in there and throw the hands, you know, we'll be here applauding this shit. You know, or you could just catch the flame, you know, if you want to keep ducking. You know, either or. Big ups to Wayne Hennessy and big ups to the playback game. You know what I'm saying? Was this like an Easter Sunday? I don't celebrate and all of that stuff, but I let my kids, you know, do their thing, you know, enjoy themselves. You know, you can't take away from their joy, despite what you believe. So I'm gonna let them enjoy themselves. I just wanted to kick off this quick flame before the day gets started and get all crazy. But that was the daily sources today, though. Let me drop the links to those sources in the live chat. Real quick. Congratulations to Jamel Herring. He stopped Frampton. I missed the fight, but congratulations to him. All I got to say is don't duck Shakur. That's all I got to say. You know, congratulations on beating Frampton. Don't duck DDS. Don't duck Shakur. That's it. That's all I got for you. Congratulations. Don't duck. You know what I mean? See, I'm consistent. I wish the WBC was as consistent as me when it comes to these mandatories and these champs being on some big champ shit, handling your obligations. You know what I'm saying? I'm consistent with it. Shakur better get his shot. Matter of fact, Shakur Stevenson on Twitter, somebody put up a post and it was like, you know, I can see the unification happening next with Jameer Herring and Shakur quick fast tweeted was like over my dead body. I think not. Oh hell no. Shit, that man got to fight me or vacate. What he need to do? Iron Cone,
Yo,
what's up, Chief?
all good, man. Where you been, bro?
Man, I've been so busy with the fam and handling business outside of YouTube, man. Got a life actually outside of YouTube. So,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I come back and do this when I got the time.
Yeah, man. I feel you. I feel you, man. I feel you, man.
But what's your thoughts, man, on today's sources, and then whenever if you want to recap over the weekend, because
What
I
is
missed
this?
the
What is
fights.
this? What is this conversation you were saying about the franchise as mandatories now?
Oh man, it's getting out of hand, man. So yeah, I mean, shout to the Zone News, and many different sources out there. Like he's under fire. Mauricio is trying to make these different adjustments. Like every week, seem like Iron Cone. Every week, it's like he's making a new adjustment. But he created the tournament. If you know, uh, at what weight class? Them niggas is at what 118, 120, whatever they're at.
Oh, Chocolatito and them.
Yeah, the little guys. So they have like a four fight tournament, and the winner out of Estrada and Chocolatito is mandatory that they fight the winner out of Rumbasai and who's the guy he fighting? I forgot. They ordered Rumbasai versus some dude.
Quadras.
Yeah, Quadras. So it's mandatory. So I'm like, so now franchise have mandatories. So go ahead and make every franchise champ have obligations to fight the regular champ. You know what I'm saying? Since regular
Man,
champs now become mandatories to the franchise champ.
man, it's just I don't know, man. Mauricio Suleiman and the WBC is just a joke, man. It's just nonsense. You didn't have to involve no franchise in it. You just give the dude an exception to say you tell Rung Vasai or whoever, look, fight for interim belt
Mhm.
and let these dudes fight again. Right? I'm
Right.
gonna sanction this fight. You fight for interim belt, and that's it. Okay? You don't
Mhm.
need no franchise belt in this. They keep trying to insert this franchise nonsense into the equation when it's not necessary. It's not necessary. The WBO had this issue with Joshua and Usyk. They didn't put no franchise WBO belt. They just said
Right.
fight for interim belt,
Hmm.
and when these two get done fighting, they have to fight you, or they have to drop the belt and you get elevated. Cool. That's
Right.
all. But the WBC, it's like they're too far in now, so they can't turn back. So they keep making adjustments and they keep making, and it's just worse and worse and worse. But you see, this franchise belt thing, it exposed a lot of things about people where they were all about integrity and the good of the sport until their favorite fighter became franchise. No, it's well, so what? You know,
Right.
WBC belt is a regular belt now. The franchise is a real belt. But before it was, man, fuck that franchise belt. Whatever. Now it's
Yep.
so what? It's a regular belt. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
Yep.
I'm not concerned about that, man. It wasn't necessary. The fight was gonna happen anyway. The belt wasn't gonna make the fight no bigger than what it is. And the franchise was not gonna make it no bigger neither. It's not necessary. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
So it's not necessary. I mean, even if Estrada had dropped the belt
Hmm.
and let Rung Vasai fight for it, would that have made his fight with Chocolatito any smaller? No, it's the same
Mm.
fight. It's
Same
the
fight.
same fight. It's not gonna make it no bigger with the franchise belt. It's not gonna make it no bigger. It's
Yeah, man.
foolishness.
Yeah, man. It was no purpose. Like you just made a good point. It's not going to change the monetary value of the fight. Like, you know what I mean? People are going to still tune in, whether you added a damn franchise shit to it or not, or whether you say he dropped the belt or not. You know what I mean? It's just like fight your mandatory. If not, drop your belt and just go after the bag. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
that's it. It doesn't matter. Some fights are big with or without the belt. Because this ain't no undisputed fight. I mean, this ain't no
Mm-mm.
undisputed. If it was an undisputed fight, I'd be like, yeah, yeah, okay, I got you, I understand. But if it's like two belts, it's like,
Mm.
bro, Just just fight the guy without the belt. That's it. It didn't matter. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But whatever, man. But over the weekend, yeah, I got a chance to watch the card in Uzbekistan, and I watched the Herrig fight with Frampton. I didn't watch the entire card.
Oh,
Frampton, I
okay.
knew when Frampton said, "Oh, I'm gonna retire if I can't beat Jamel Herrig." I'm like, "Well, I guess you're gonna retire then, sir." I'm like, "Happy
Damn.
retirement. It's your retirement fight." I was
Right.
like, "Oh man, that's a lot of pressure to put on yourself, though."
Heard he
So
quit.
Herrig cleaned him out, man. I was
Damn.
surprised too. I was
It was the
surprised too.
size. He was the size. It was too much for him.
Harry was
Speed, jab.
Harry was noticeably bigger than him, but he was just better than Kyle. Kyle Frampton is finished.
He finished. Took
He
a lot of
finished.
punishment too, huh?
Maybe
A
he
lot
should
of
have stayed
wars.
where he was. Stayed down at 120 wherever.
Yeah, a lot of
You
wars
know?
too. You know.
Yeah. Maybe you finished, man. Just I remember him too. He was one who was shitting on AJ too, like, oh, you quit and all that. Okay, bro. Okay, bro.
Somebody said he looked like a dwarf, Chris Algieri.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? So maybe he can do commentating for somebody or something. You know,
No,
just
yeah, he can commentate for like PT Sports or something. You know what
wear
I'm
the
saying?
suit,
But
wear the suits or join the zone or something. You know what I mean?
yeah. But
Chris Mannix.
oh man, don't even talk about Chris Mann. I don't like that guy, man.
I know he can clown.
And she is the most important fighter. Man, shut up.
Oh man, yeah, that he lost me with that. I said, yeah, I'm not fucking with this dude ever again with that stupid comment, bro.
Man, shut up.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? The card in Uzbekistan, that was what it was, I guess. Um, I guess it was more of a chance for Eddie Hearn to show Matchroom is truly a global organization because he's right. Matchroom is the only one who's putting on cards around the world. They're the
Hmm.
only ones doing it. You don't see other people really doing this. You know what I'm saying? So Eddie
I
Hearn,
know, man. Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I love the zone. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm a subscribe member. Um, it's good product, man. And like you say, it's you see fighters from all over. It ain't just
all over.
America. It's all over, man. So it make you appreciate the sport, and you really kind of get understand what it means to be a world champion.
A
You
world
know,
champion. Yeah.
so I
Yeah.
got to give it up to them. They doing
Like
a tremendous job.
I remember what in the Gibraltar card with Dillian White. And you hear people saying like, "Yo, I didn't even think of a place like Gibraltar," but since Eddie Hearn goes to Gibraltar, Gibraltar suddenly on people's radar, like, "Man, I want to go there, see this place or whatever." And it's like it reminds me of back in the day with MMA, where I used to watch different organizations from different parts of the world, and you truly, as you said, you understand that there's more to the sport. Like when I first started coming around the YouTube boxing community, it was so insular. Like, oh, it's about America or
Hmm.
nothing. If it ain't
Yeah,
America, it don't count. I'm like, really?
yeah, bro, for real.
Americans ain't gotta fight nowhere else. We ain't gotta fight nowhere else. We've got to fight in
Hmm.
America. But I said, but the sport ain't doing shit in America.
Hmm. Hmm.
If you go to other countries, the money's still good and you get bigger crowds, people who actually care about the sport. But nah, man, I'm gonna stay in America because I'm like, people ain't coming to y'all fights though. Y'all not selling out no arenas. Y'all not doing no pay-per-views. And Matchroom is showing that there's life for this sport in other places.
Hmm. Real
You
shit,
know,
man. I mean, you got dudes fighting in what you call it? What did they where did AJ and them fight at? AJ and Ruiz,
Saudi.
Saudi, and you got Dubai fights possibly happen. It's all kind of shit cracking off with them. But I wanted to comment what you were saying about like on YouTube. Initially it was over like America. Like this is why I caught a lot of heat when I was pushing for like Dylan White to fight Wilder. You know what I mean? It was more like, what, I can't be American and want to see this guy get a shot at the champ. I don't give a fuck where he from. He could be from damn Tibet. I don't give a shit where he from, man. Like if he the number one contender and he want the smoke, and we talk about being on some big champ shit and being free smoke and baddest man and not ducking. Why wouldn't I want to see this guy get his shot? Why wouldn't I be a fan of the guy of the same ingredients we say a guy need to have when we watching him and being a fan of him? You know what
That's
I mean?
right.
I'm not going to discriminate because he's from a different side of the pond or he on an island or whatever. Like if he's willing to fight the top competition and he wants to face the champ and a lot of times we went through an era at one point where champs couldn't even get fights because you got certain guys that was ducking or whatnot. So when guys do step up, them the ones I want to cheer for. Like, damn, okay, look at him.
Yeah. You know, I remember when Eddie Hearn had offered that fight to Deontay Wilder, like, come to England and fight Dillian. This was like at that time double figure millions when Deontay Wilder wasn't even making that in America. And people were like, man, why he gotta go to England? He ain't gotta do. I was like, because the fight's big in England. In America, that fight's not gonna do shit.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, pay-per-view. I was like, but why y'all? And it's the same thing as saying no. Y'all screaming for pay-per-views, but there's a reason why Al Heyman don't put on no pay-per-views with no two black fighters like that. Because y'all don't buy no
Mm.
pay-per-views.
Oh shit.
Al Heyman
Damn.
puts on pay-per-views with Mexicans.
Damn.
I'm saying he makes sure he'll do that. If Dillian White
Damn.
comes to real talk black, if Dillian White came to America back then, right, would that have done shit in America?
No. You
No.
said no, nah.
Back then, like wait, remember when Eddie Hearn had offered him the fight, but way back when,
Mm-hmm.
and he said Dillian White is a peasant.
Mm-hmm.
Deontay Wilder hadn't done no pay-per-views back then. None, not one. You know what I'm saying? Dillian White was unknown in America, but Dillian White had already done pay-per-views in England.
Mm-hmm. Right. He was already on pay-per-view for us.
Right.
Right. He was on pay-per-view before him.
Deontay Wilder back then, which is why it's weird. If Deontay Wilder had went to England back then and not taken up this nonsense insular attitude of, oh, it's all about America, I'm an American champ, whatever, whatever. If he had went to England back then and cleaned out Dillian White, his career would have been so much different. People would have seen him at such a different level. But again, this insularity is just about America, where Matchroom is showing you, no. We got cards in
Mm-hmm.
Uzbekistan, we got
Yep.
cards in New Zealand, we got cards in Spain, we got cards in Italy, cards in England, cards in America, global boxing, and you tie it all together under one banner.
Mm.
That's why I like that. I mean, the Uzbekistan card was a bit weird because we had this dude singing this Uzbekistani dude singing Old Town Road. I'm gonna take my horse to the old. I was like, why is this dude singing Lil Nas X in his accent, right? It was a bit weird, but I liked it. It was it. But hey man, that's just how it is. You know, that's just how it is, man. What's the talk with Lubin and Rosario? So that fight's been announced.
Yeah, shout out to Al Heyman, man.
Yeah, man.
Or whoever. Al Heyman, them two guys agreeing to make the fight happen. It's a dangerous fight for Lubin, man. Especially being number one in the WBC already, in position to face Jamel, for the belt once again. So what do you think, man? You watched the fight between Jamel and Rosario, right?
I did.
What's your thoughts on Rosario? What kind of problems you think he brings to Erickson Lubin? You think that he had
That was the only fight I ever saw of Rosario. I never saw him before that.
well, me
Oh,
too.
with Jamel, and that wasn't no good bar to judge him by because he got his ass whooped. Like that he got smoked. So
Who
if
Rosario?
I'm judging, Rosario got smoked against Jamel. I never saw him before that, so I don't know what kind of fighter he was before that. Well, I saw him beat
But I
what's
will
his
say
name?
this. I will say
Um,
this. Looking at both of them guys, they both been in the ring with Jamel. They both lost, but one guy went what? How many rounds? 7, and then
yeah.
one went 1 round. So
Well,
it's
I did see Rosario beat up. Was it Hurd? Was it
yeah.
Hurd? Oh, no, was it J
No, no,
Rock?
no, no.
Or J
J
Rock?
Rod, J
J
Rod, J
Rock.
Rod.
I did see that fight. So obviously the dude can fight,
Mhm.
but whatever happened in that Jamel fight, whether Jamel got that Gatorade bottle, um,
Right.
got the Harrison
Gatorade,
Gatorade bottle.
Gatorade
One
bottle
I
promotions, man.
the one I mixed.
What I mixed, bro.
The one I
Not
mixed.
the clear one, the one that got the one I mixed. Give me the solid bottle, not the clear one.
Yeah,
But I don't know, man. Like I just think that that's a very uh entertaining fight. We know both of these guys can punch. Erickson Lubin, he's went on about a
there you
six.
go. There you go, Black in the chat. One of Al's fans here.
Yeah, he
Mad,
said I was a
mad.
godfather. He said, I'm out, dude. Just agree with everything King saying. Kong don't know shit about boxing. He hit you with the Roger shit. You hit him with the Roger Mayweather. Damn.
Hey, dude, mad boy.
He
Hey,
trying
let
to
me tell
bring
you something.
nightmares to the UDC. Okay.
This
Damn.
boy, whoever that was, is mad. It's probably some troll or something.
Hey, hey, you know I never understood our call? How these
What?
dudes never met this man, but yet they call him a godfather, they
They love this
uncle.
man.
Damn, is he paying y'all rent?
I
Al
haven't
paying
said
y'all rent?
nothing. I haven't said nothing about Al Heyman yet.
I actually thanked the man. I said, thank you for giving us this fight. This man got mad. I
This
said, thank you
man's
for giving us
mad.
Rosario and Erickson Lubin. This man over here. Leave
So
Al Heyman
far,
alone.
so far, we talked about franchise champions. We talked about Wilder and Dillian White. I ain't said nothing about Al Heyman.
I flame Mauricio. I
But
flame
hey,
the inconsistencies and the, you know,
hey, Nightmare, tell your Godfather I said it's time to put some fights on, and I'm not paying $50 for Andrew Ruiz and Chris Arreola.
damn.
All
And
right,
to and and tell Al to get us a date because the fighters said that it was agreed to, but there's no date yet for Rosario and Lubin. So ask him that too. What's the fight date?
exactly.
Call
So tell
Al.
your Godfather I said, yeah, call Al, man. Peace to you, Nightmare Q3, whatever. You know,
Nightmare Cube
whatever,
3.
man. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Nightmare Cubed. You know what I mean?
But yeah, the Rosario fight, I can't pick it really because I haven't seen Lubin in a while, but I have seen a recent sample of Rosario. And I have seen him look good against J-Rock and look absolutely terrible against Charlo. And I know people are saying to me, he was dehydrated in that fight and he was this and he was that. I'm like, I don't know about that. All I know is he got his ass whooped. That's all I know. All I know is Charlo ran game on this dude and just put the strap to him. That's all. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't pick that fight. You know, how you feel
Yeah.
about it?
It's a tough fight, man. It's gonna be probably. You know what? I think I want to slightly favor Lubin. I want to slightly favor Lubin. Um, I felt Rosario was posing some dangerous moments in there against Jamel. There was some moments, uncomfortable moments for Jamel. I felt in there, but at the end of it all, though, I feel like the better boxer is Lubin. Um, Although I have questions about if he get in there with a guy who can really crack, really punch. Because I feel Rosario is a real puncher. If he gets hit, how you gonna respond, and you know, as long as he's smart, and don't get into no exchanges with him, and keep him on the outside because I think Rosario is better on the inside than Lubin. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if he get in on the inside of Lubin, it could be problems. It'll be problems because he'll try to go down and break movement down to stop the movement because I think he gonna be on his back foot. Like Rosario gonna be the one coming forward. So Lubin got to be smart in there.
Yeah, I agree with that. Well, we'll see. I mean, hopefully Al, because he used to have a lot of dates on Fox, like, whatever, all these, it's about Fox, and he got two networks, Showtime and Fox.
Mhm.
But PBC ain't doing shit lately.
Damn, bro,
Nothing.
that's true, man. It's like there's no day even announced for a date or opponent for Spence. Like It's summer gonna be here. This is April, so
Exactly.
what the fuck, man?
Exactly.
He
We're
supposed to
heading
be
on
back.
to we're heading on to half the year, and PBC ain't got nothing planned, bro. I ain't heard about Wilder, nothing. People telling me about Dillian White. I'm like, Deontay was not gonna fight Dillian White his first fight back. Are y'all friggin' shitting me?
Yeah, man. That'll be a surprise if he does get in there with Jillian White. I've been wanting to see that fight for years, man.
Yep.
Years. So it's just crazy now, man, that now people, Mauricio all of a sudden, that's a good fight. Or I'm very interested in that fight now. What the fuck you talk? Like, come on, man. It'd just be
Yeah.
crazy how people was interested in the fight after it's like somebody could be a champ and then
Mm.
a guy can work his way up the ranks, become the number one contender, and they're like, "Oh man, he gotta show us something. That fight don't matter, he don't deserve a fight." And then as soon as that champ lose, then that fight matter. Like, you know what? That's a good fight. That's a great fight. Like, what happens when he was contender? It was a
Yeah, that's
good fight
crazy.
then, but now that they both got L's, now it's a
It's a
great
great
fight.
fight. It's a
Gotcha.
great fight now. Great fight now, but it wouldn't be wise for Wilder to fight Dillian White now so soon because Dillian White is
Too much
he's
momentum.
ready. I mean, he's ready. He on a high. Wilder's been off, and even though I feel however I
Yeah,
feel
man.
about Wilder, I still wouldn't want Wilder to take this first fight back. That doesn't make sense to me. That man gotta get a fight to get his group to get his shit back. I don't even know who he's training with no more.
Mm.
All
Yeah,
I know
bro.
is,
I know
all
that's
I know
crazy.
is, you know, Wilder said somebody scratched his ear through a boxing glove. That's it.
With his fingernails.
His fingernails.
That's the
Jeez,
Yeah,
Wilder,
man.
man, what the fuck happened?
Hey, man, I guess he lived up to his last name, man. That shit can get wild or it can get wilder.
Well,
Depends.
he said Dillian White was the wild one.
All right, man. Nah,
He said not him. He said,
this is the wildest shit I've ever seen when it comes to a loss, I think. When it comes to just
yeah,
somebody
man.
losing a fight, man, I have never seen so much conspiracy theories, conspiracy channels, you know. Shit is just pandemonium. It's chaos, man. It
Yeah.
seemed like Corona and this shit was in sync. Like this shit went hand in hand.
Hmm.
Corona hit and conspiracies flooded the internet, all over the place. This is what it is, man. Hey, do you think the decline of the PBC is a result of big fights not being made?
I mean,
Like when they had opportunities to make big fights happen,
I think so.
opportunities. You think there's just a build up like a result of just like, what? Too many opportunities. It's like they had, I mean, at one point PBC was one of the hottest, right? One of the hottest shit popping. They had a roster, man. That roster was like, man, ain't nobody gonna be able to compete with the PBC roster, man. They got this dude, this dude, this dude, this dude. Look at the welterweight division. Look at this Wilder. Look at this, and it's like they had it on lock. Now it's like, man,
Well,
somebody locked away their dates because they got
somebody locked away
shit
their
cracking,
name.
bro. What's going on, man?
Well, man. I mean, but you could say the same about like the 160 division for Matchroom DAZN, right? Matchroom still has what they have two of the belts over on their side. Matchroom DAZN with Golovkin and Andrade, and
Mhm.
they can't get them two to fight, right?
Right, right.
Because we all know Golovkin ain't trying to fight nobody,
But
right?
that's just one division, though.
Right.
That's just one division. I'm just talking about overall, like multiple fights that could have happened that really could have just, I think, ignited PBC to another level. Like even like fights that wasn't really super fights, but that should have happened. Like Javante Davis, Tevin Farmer, that should have happened, right? Spence Crawford, that fight should have happened. Wilder AJ, that fight should have happened. Or Wilder Dylan White, that fight should have happened. Gary Russell and somebody else, to be could have happened. You know what I mean? Big fights that should have happened that never happened. So
I
I know
agree.
that
Well, that Gary Russell thing got to be the saddest story in boxing, man.
one of them,
Gary,
definitely one of them.
Gary Russell got to be like. I think Gary Russell got to have a lot of other financial like streams of income coming in because if it's just boxing, he got to be broke, bro, because he don't do nothing. All they're gonna tell me is that Gary Russell is the longest reigning champion in whatever, whatever. I'm like, that's it.
That's
But
it.
PBC, I think I think you might be right because it ain't much to look forward to, bro. You already know what you're gonna get with PBC. It's gonna be mostly some subpar fights, B-level fights. You had Charlo and Eubank over there. You know, Charlo didn't have no big. You could have made Charlo versus Eubank right after Deverenchenko, and then
See fights like that, like there's certain fights that
that
just
ain't
yeah.
happen. You know, I was told PBC was gonna expand to England and take over England. They did one card in England, and that's
Dang.
it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and then that's another thing too, because you were talking about how like the zone, like they just everywhere. You know, they focus not just on UK or one target country. It was like global. Whereas PBC was just more American. You know what I mean? You don't really see too much expansion outside just the American market. Do you?
Daddy? Hold on, Black.
Oh, they good. Shout out to the kids. But yeah, that's my question. Like, did PBC really make moves outside of the American market? You know, um, I see Top Rank definitely has, the zone definitely has, but maybe they focus too much on just the American market and not enough on expanding in other markets. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then with the PBC, like I'm just keeping it stuck. I think they just focus too much on one demographic, man. And that was the black demographic. And truth be told, the black demographic don't necessarily just buy pay-per-views like that. Just keep it a stack, real niggas. You feel me? Like it ain't like why target wholeheartedly a demographic that is not even really investing that much into the sport like that.
But
You know?
that's facts. Maybe that's what pissed off the guy, the person Q. But that's facts. Al Heyman and these people obviously know the people who are going to buy pay-per-views are like Mexicans, right?
Hmm.
Eddie Hearn also realizes that too. This is why he's trying. He's fighting so hard to get his foot in with Mexicans, right? If you realize Eddie Hearn now is working a lot with the Reynosos, even other Mexican people, bringing them over to England because on the card he had, or the last card he had over there, there was quite a few Mexicans beating the dog shit out of the English fighters, right? And they obviously know that. So a lot of the subscriptions from the zone they're pushing also in Mexico and in South Central America, them places, right? Listen, there's a reason why Deontay Wilder was never on pay per view, never until another person came from another country because he knows who's Deontay Wilder going to appeal to. Who? The white people in America? No. The black people? Listen, bro. All these people who I used to listen to when I first came around YouTube boxing. I used to listen to them people. They don't buy pay-per-views. I learned how to stream from them. I had no idea nothing about no fire stick and nothing, nothing. I used to buy pay-per-views down here in the Caribbean because there was a channel that you could buy them from. And I learned how to stream pay-per-views from them people. They don't buy pay-per-views. That's why the Wilder Luis Ortiz numbers never came out. You forget that, Black? You remember that shit? All of a sudden, the Ortiz two numbers, you don't know how much people actually bought the pay per view. You have no idea. It's all kind of inflated numbers, right? So they want to stick in America, but people have discovered, bro, there's money outside of here. That's why the Klitschko's never really tripped too much when America didn't want them. They didn't trip too much. So like, okay, I'll just fight over here in Germany and I'll make big money over here. So I'm not too concerned about these people getting upset about whatever. Al Heyman tried in England, it didn't work. You're right, Black. PBC is having issues now because the fights ain't happening, bro. They've made some fights happen though. They've made some fights happen. I got my Errol Spence versus Sean Paul. I enjoyed that fight. You know what I'm saying? But it's weird that
Right.
Errol Spence became a champion with Matchroom.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? By going to England
that's
and
true.
beating down Kell Brook, he became a champion with Matchroom.
Oh, that's a good ass point, man. Good ass
So it
fucking point.
shows again when Wilder and these people talking about I'm not going to travel to England, whatever. Errol Spence did.
Mm. Errol Spence
Errol
traveled to
Spence did.
England to become champ. Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So all these dudes, I'm not traveling, I'm not doing this. Errol Spence traveled. So far, almost all these guys from PBC who really on shit, they made their bones fighting UK guys. Errol Spence beat up Kell Brook, Andy
Mm,
Ruiz beat down Anthony Joshua.
mm,
And Deontay Wilder got his first pay-per-view from Tyson Fury.
mm.
What
Damn.
other guy from PBC is doing shit with strictly American views? Which one?
Mm. I mean, whew, damn. That's some good ass freaking points, man. And that's just right. I
So they
just
don't
don't be
want to work
thinking
with
about
Eddie
it.
Hearn. They don't want to work with Eddie Hearn and the UK guys, but the guys who are actually doing something became stars with Eddie Hearn or another UK person.
That's just a fact, bro. And it just shows that then when they Eddie Hearn on the Eddie Hearn side, the matchroom side, they willing to put their belts on the line versus
Yeah.
other world champs or other world contenders. You know what I mean? Um, they could just be like, whatever, play keep away. But I slowly watched how the UK invaded America, man. They came in trying to make their claim their stake on American soil. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, they did it in a major way. Like AJ lost in his first fight on American soil, but became more popular in the loss, making more money in the rematch, winning the rematch. Then Tyson Fury came to America twice and blazed out Deontay Wilder, and basically said, "I'm moving to Vegas. I'm moving. I'm moving to. I'm American now." What you talking about? So it's like, when is somebody from America gonna go over there, blaze out, and be like, "Look, you know what? I'm living in Sheffield now. Fuck you mean? I'm moving to Wales. What you mean? If I won here and I dominated here, I'm moving to Wales. I'm UK. You know what I mean? I'm not American no more. I'm Brit. I'm a new Brit. You feel me? Like, I look at it like some gangster shit. Tyson Fury beat the fuck out of Deontay Wilder. Said, "Yeah, man, I just moved to Vegas." Like, what?
Yeah, yeah.
Go, he be walking the casino, Fury in there chilling. Like, what? This man, he making this up at home like a mug out here. But
This man told you, but I told you I moved here now. I live here now.
it's my shit, bro. I just beat y'all
This is my
king.
shit.
So that's how I look at it, man. This man, he was, they say, conquered, man. He conquered our king. He took over, and that's what a king do, man. You beat him, you don't leave, you take over. Like, I still got my kingdom, but I just took over your shit. So matter of fact, I'm about to move my partners down here. Yeah, man, we on Vegas Strip. We will meet us over here. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy, man. It's just crazy. Like, when you look at it, uh, you made some great points about how a lot of them guys made their bones with UK fighters, man, and Eddie Hearn was involved a lot, and so it's just amazing
I
when
don't
you look
know.
at how the hate for that dude.
I don't know. I don't know what it is with these guys, which is why I said Jamal Charlo, like somebody like Jamal Charlo, like this guy, he's gonna be another sad case in boxing because what if Canelo never picks him? Because that's what they're doing, right? They're
Mm,
trying to keep Jamal Charlo warm just in case Canelo says, yeah, you. But Canelo don't really have to offer Jamal Charlo no big money because Jamal Charlo ain't got no belt at 160, 168, right? Jamal Charlo ain't no 168 guy really, and Canelo don't have to come at the 160. So Jamal Charlo might never get the Canelo fight, and if he does, he might not be for the money you think it's gonna be for, right? So
Yeah.
I don't know what they're going like. The PBC game plan at this point, to me, is completely counterproductive to their fighters, and it's just disappointing to watch guys just waste away their primes, not trying to fight nobody. Wilder's gonna be out. Like, how long hasn't Wilder fought no black?
How long is Wilder? Has it been since he fought?
Yeah,
Damn, bro. I mean,
let me pull up his box rec.
it was in 2020 when he fought.
He hasn't fought. He fought the 22nd of February 2020. It's been a year. It's been 1 year he hasn't fought.
So it's been
One
so it's been over a year.
a
So
year
we in April.
a year and some, yeah, a year and
It's
some
still no
months
it's
now.
still no fight date or opponent, right?
Still no fight there.
So it's gonna be probably 2 years or something before he fight.
You know what I'm saying? So
And then
it
rumors about whatever this result of this what they say, the arbitration, this case between him and Fury or whatnot. So it seems like they trying to wait for that to get sorted out. So ain't no telling when he gonna be
oh
back
my
in the ring.
god. Oh
So
my god.
and shout out to Ronald Finkley, my
That
member,
it's
man.
yeah.
Go ahead, cook, fam.
No, go ahead, go ahead. Do Ronald, go ahead, my bad.
No, he's saying Canelo not going to pick Charlo, and I'm glad he don't. Since Jamel Charlo wants to say they never fighting Demetrius Andre. Did he say? I mean, damn, Jamal. I stopped listening to Jamal Charlo. I stopped listening to Jamal. The little Charlo. I don't listen to the little Charlo no more, man. And that's Jamal. If y'all don't know who I'm talking about, Jamel's the big Charlo, 154, and you know, that's why today's topic is about two guys he already beat, stopped actually. So he didn't just beat him; he got him up out of there, and that's Erickson Lubin and Rosario. So we ain't really seeing Jamal Charlo's opponents fighting each other of note. So, but he talking about saying that they'll never fight Demetrius Andre. That's stupid, man. That's just a unification. So it's like these dudes be saying they want to take over the divisions, and then you talk about them fighting the neighboring champ. You know, then it's they talk about I'm too big, bro. I can go up to 68, bro. He too little, bro. Like, all right. Like next, AJ said he was fighting in 6 months. Oh, that's what AJ.
Well,
Yeah,
Eddie Hearn always said that the date is July.
the date is
So
July for AJ, but no opponent yet. Not really.
well, the opponent is Tyson Fury. He said it's July as far as he's working towards. He's
Mhm.
just trying to tie up the last bits of the site or whatever. So he's saying he's pinning the date for July. It's weird, right? You know, this whole Eddie Hearn thing. Eddie Hearn seems to be the only person doing this work in terms of getting this fight made. And all I hear from Tyson Fury and his father is, oh, the fight needs to happen soon or else, whatever, whatever. Man, shut up.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? Just be
yeah,
quiet, man. But back to this shit with PBC and these guys. I'm disappointed because when PBC first came out, I was really like excited. Then you just start realizing what this is. The fights ain't really so great. You might get a good fight every now and again, but I always wondered how are they making money because all these fights are for free. And it's like some of these fights ain't really doing nothing. Like, these ain't no good fights. It's like how are you making money? You know, but
yeah, man.
I
Um,
understand that they might be moving to CBS. I don't know if that's true. I don't know what's happening. But the best thing for Al Heyman to do, bro, as an advisor, is to advise your fighters to go and fight on some other card.
do you
Eddie
think
Hearn
Al
had
Heyman? Do you think Al Heyman needs an advisor or never mind?
that's what Sam Watson is for. Sam Watson is the advisor.
Oh, okay. But I heard he's not even with him no more. That's the rumor that Sam Watson's not even with the PBC.
I don't know about
Maybe
that.
that's been the downfall because Sam Watson seemed like a pretty. I met him. Seemed like a pretty decent dude. You know what I mean? Seemed like
Sam
everything was clicking.
Watson was the guy, as far as I know.
It was
He-
clicking. So I don't know what happened with that.
I hope not. Otherwise, if Sam Watson's gone, that's it, bro.
Yeah, if Sam Watson gone, that might be the beginning of the end right there. From last fight, AJ seemed committed to want to fight. Since previous fight within 6 months, Wilder, you're the weak link. Goodbye. Yeah, man. He
Hey,
could have
maybe Wilder training with his 40-pound vest on, man. You know Wilder trains with a 40-pound vest all the time.
40. Oh man. Somebody gonna catch him out here running with that same vest on that he man. It's crazy, bro. So, hopefully he get a fight date. But that's crazy, man. This guy still don't have no fight date. And I don't know, man. The last I heard, they said he taking selfies or he doing videos with sipping and showing off guns and shit. So
Hey, man, I wish him the
what?
best.
Yeah, I wish him the best too, man. I wish him the best too. But we know him for getting in the ring and not sitting back playing the organ and shit like that. Right? I'm just trying to keep it real, dog. Like I can't get into that. I understand niggas got other talents. Like that's why niggas was roasting Keith Thurman. Like we get it, you play flutes, bro, but we don't know you for that, dog. Like I mean, this we get
Nah.
it. We get it. You know how to play Beethoven, but that ain't what we pay you for, man. We pay to see you throw them hands, dog. Leave that flute session in the optional class for your fans if they want to hear you. Do it. Open the what they call that shit? Not Venmo, but the what's the shit that people order on YouTube or start outside of YouTube? That people gotta pay.
I don't know. What's that?
I forgot. It's some type of service, man. That people do. They be like, look, man, if you want to get all the exclusive stuff, sign up to my
A Patreon?
yeah. You need to get a Patreon, Keith and Deontay. Get y'all Patreon. Let niggas see that extra shit.
Yo, speaking of which, though, like Keith Thurman and these people, I wonder if these guys still think that they're young, right? Well, they're young and they can turn on all these fights. And yeah, man, I don't have to fight this fight. Like, none of these guys are in their 20s, right? All these guys are in their 30s.
Daddy's matter of fact.
And it's like Keith Thurman and Sean Porter and these guys turning down, especially with Terrence Crawford, and they turning down fights, demanding big low. Yo, y'all are in your 30s. There's young people coming up, you know. There's young people coming up to replace y'all. Cause y'all ain't make Keith Thurman and Sean Porter and them ain't never gonna be no big pay-per-view names again. Never. Keith Thurman got good pay-per-views because of Manny Pacquiao. And it's like
Mhm.
all these guys are acting like divas still in their pretty much mid-career. Some of them are past their primes now. And they're still acting like divas. You got Danny Garcia going up to 154. I don't know why. He's just gonna be a tune up there. He's gonna be tune up Garcia.
Tune up.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
54. Damn.
Yeah, he's gonna be a tune up at 154. Right?
Damn.
And it's just interesting how again the PBC mentality of no urgency. I don't have to do this. I don't have to do that. If you want me, you got to give me exorbitant amounts of money, bro. Y'all don't have a lot left in this game. People like I guess Jerron Ennis and them and Virgil Ortiz. These people are coming up behind y'all just to take y'all place, and it's gonna happen organically because y'all are old now. Y'all are old. This
Mhm.
pandemic has pretty much put y'all on the back burner forever.
Done.
Y'all might never regain any kind of notoriety again. Never. People
Yeah.
out here on ranches, man. Please.
Right. We ain't talking about the ranch you put on your high wings. You talking about farm ranch, like cows,
Man,
chickens. I mean, bruh. Hey,
I got
you
a good
right though.
house.
I just put a new basketball court. I remember Jamal was showing like Jamal was doing all of this ducking, and then you want to show off your new indoor gym. Like, man, fuck your gym. What about that Demetrius Andrade work, bruh? Nobody care about how nice your gym looking when you out here ducking. Just put a big duck in the middle of the court. Put a
Look
duck
up,
in the
man.
middle of your basketball court so you
Big
understand.
dog.
Put this exact emblem right here in the middle of your shit and shoot a jumper from that hole. Shoot a
Yeah,
jumper
man.
from the duck on the middle of your court. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, man. It's just disappointing how I'm seeing other people doing cards all this weekend and PBC still ain't do shit, bro. I can't turn on my TV on
Damn.
Fox. I
So there
can't
was no
see no
PBC
fights on
card.
Fox. No. The last fight I saw from PBC was what? The Caleb Truax fight? Caleb Plant fight?
Damn. Yeah, bro. That's crazy. That is crazy, man. They used to have a fight like every weekend.
No,
Showbox and
nothing,
all
bro.
kind of stuff. Bounce and whatever stations that they had. Now they got like one station and it's probably just pay-per-view from now on. For you probably gotta pay pay-per-view for Chris Colbert and Joey Spencer in their next fight. Watch. And Ife and Jackman. Right.
Oh man.
Imagine all them three on the same card, pay-per-view. Ife is the headliner.
I see this guy
Oh
who
man.
he's from England, but he and Eddie Hearn had a falling out over the Josh Warrington shit, Kid Galahad or whatever.
Hmm.
So PBC apparently was gonna pick him up, but pick him up if he won the vacant belt or whatever. So PBC bid on the card or whatever. And now I'm seeing that that fight is gonna be in a Canelo undercard. Canelo Billy Joe Saunders undercard. I'm like, but I thought PBC was gonna pick up this fight, pick up Kid Galahad. Then I realized, oh, PBC probably ain't got nothing to put this fight on. So they just was like, man, let's let the fight go on now. Eddie Hearn card. In my opinion, PBC needs to outsource all their fights from now on. Let's outsource. Just put co-promoted by PBC. Just outsource the fights. And these guys over PBC, y'all are wasting your careers away. Y'all ain't
Yeah.
doing shit. Y'all stay here. Y'all listen to these people on the other side. Don't do this, don't do that. Stand on your square. You know what I'm saying? Them people going to work every day for that same white man. They're going to work every day, packing shelves or whatever they do for a living.
Mhm.
And
Trimming
and nothing wrong
trees
with
and shit.
packing shelves, but they do it for that same white man who they don't want you to go work for the white man Eddie Hearn.
Bruh.
Man, just be
I'm
quiet, man.
I have never seen so many Americans turn down millions, man. Until I seen this PBC shit come around. I'm like, these dudes are turning down millions of dollars. These who raised these idiots?
Man,
I'm
to do
like,
nothing.
what? I'm
To
like,
do
what?
nothing, Black.
You know, that's crazy. And these the dudes talking about that other dudes is on the wrong side of the street. I said, look at this. The devil is a lie. The devil
Hmm.
is a lie. Y'all here telling people they on the wrong side of the street, and y'all can't even get a date. You can't get a date, mate. So yeah, man. Stop capping. PBC is Premier Boxing Cappers, man. You know what I mean? So it should be.
PVC, premier boxing regular champions because they are collecting all these WBA regular belts. I see
Damn, how did this be?
Lara about to fight for another regular belt. I'm like, man, just shut up.
Yeah,
Just
man.
go away.
Damn, bruh. How did this become a PBC roast session? I didn't even intend for that shit, but
It ain't
actually,
hard, man.
damn, I intended on giving this man props for the Rosario Erickson Lubin fight, but it ain't even no fight date. But then it just a reminder of how much other fights we not getting. We have no other, alternative but to cook because I'm telling you, man, the cheerleaders for the PBC, especially a couple years ago, oh man, they
Mm,
said the song was gonna die. This was stupid. Nobody gonna support the app. They ain't got no money. Man, we didn't heard it all. And all I seen
mm.
was
they started making offers, and people were saying, "Oh, look, man, look at the weak ass money Eddie Hearn started offering." Then he started offering more money, and then start raising the offers. And I'm like, hold up, y'all mean to tell me these men, they fell in and he ain't got no money, but they offering y'all the bag more than what y'all own side is offering.
Mm.
But yet somebody on the wrong side of the street. And I started to realize, like, no, y'all on the wrong side of the street. Is what it looked like. You know what I'm saying? And y'all
Yeah, man.
very restricted from going out. Like when you're a kid and your parents say, "Hey, look, don't leave the yard, don't cross the street. Don't if I see your ass across the street, beating your ass."
Watch what
So
happened. Watch what happened to you if you cross the street. Watch what happened to you.
stay in the driveway or stay in the yard. You know. So that's how they act over there. Like, man, we can't cross the street. You can walk over here though. You can over here though. Hey, look, man, come over here, man. I got all of these snacks, man. Everything is cracking over here, man. We got you.
Snacks.
Bribe Andy Ruiz. Look, man, we got honey buns over here, Andy. I know you like
Yeah.
honey buns. He's
Come
still
on,
like,
man.
nah, I have orders. I have to stay on the block. I have to stay in the driveway.
Andy
Yeah.
Ruiz being on PBC don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? But then he ain't got no, I guess he signed whatever contract with them, right? But that don't make no sense to me because it's like the person doing big shit for your camp and for your people is Eddie Hearn. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
It's a fact.
he's Eddie Hearn. But I guess he signed whatever contract before. So Andrew, you should have been with Eddie Hearn, doing something with Eddie Hearn
He
in
wishy
Mexico
over
and
there
these
too.
places.
I mean, he already working with Reynoso, Canelo, and them guys is super team Eddie Hearn. So I bet he wish. And like you said, he got his biggest bag working with Eddie.
Them
So
shits gone. That he about to get a big flop with that goddamn Areola fight. He's gonna be a huge flop. And he gonna be like, man, what the fuck am I doing here?
you think the numbers gonna flop?
Bro, come on, man. If people buy this Areola fight, the only person who's buying this Areola fight should be the family of Areola and the family of Andy Ruiz. Who
Damn.
else really cares about this fight enough to spend $50 on it?
He gonna use his position with Canelo, his relationship with Canelo, to really sell it. Especially if he show up. If Canelo show up, I was born ready, and then like Canelo's in the building, and they're gonna show him and all the fans, and then the views gonna go up and shit. If I was them, I would just show highlights. I'll act like never mind. I'll fucking make a mistake and just show. Give you guys some highlights, and then show Floyd beating the shit out of Canelo, and then show him right after that. And they put the camera right on Canelo and show his face.
Yep.
Like, yeah, like that nigga
Yep, no
pissed.
doubt about it, man. You know what I mean? But hey, I'm just like the card over the weekend in Uzbekistan. Did you see any of the fights?
Nah,
Well, the last fight with Iwasa or whatever, it was a good fight by Ahmad Ali. That was a good fight. That's the guy who beat Danny Roman and took his belts. That was a decent fight, right? But in terms of that card, I really am anxious to see where else the zone goes. I'm anxious to see. I know Eddie Hearn has said he wanted to do something with Triple G in Kazakhstan or whatever. I don't care nothing about Triple G. Speaking of Triple G, I want to just remind everybody that Triple G is the worst investment in boxing history.
damn.
Terrible investment. That dude ain't bring back no returns on goddamn.
Listen. He's a hell of a fighter.
Triple G not a hell of a fighter though. He used to be though.
Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Come on, guys.
Guys, come on, guys.
Man, come
Just
on.
join my show. It's guys.
Yeah.
It's me, guys.
Man,
We know
Triple
it's
G ain't
you.
do shit for the zone. Nobody want to hear that, man. Anyway,
Yeah.
Black, I'm gonna get out of here and go deal with these kids. My son wanna go ready. Well, not ready, but he wanna go fall off his bike. So um
Shout out to him.
yeah,
You know what I
he's
mean?
gonna go bust his ass and cry and come
Shout out
back
to Iron
inside.
Cone. Shout out to Iron Cone being there to pick him up when he fall. You know what I mean? Many
Yeah,
people
man,
like
I'll pick him up, say, hey, stop crying. Hey, stop crying.
that. Right. Stop acting
I'm gonna
like
be in the
Jamal
shade
Charlo
though.
and get up. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna be in the shade though, so he gonna be in the sun falling off his bike.
Yeah.
Anyway, Black, yo, you have a
Thanks for
good
coming
day,
on, man.
bro.
You too,
Yeah,
sir.
man. Peace out to your king. Ronald Finkley, hold it down now. Me lion, peace.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Iron Cone got he definitely has a channel. I want y'all to check out his channel and support him. He does the morning rambles, lunchtime rambles, and you just show up, scramble some eggs, get you some coffee, and tune in. You feel me? Haters stay out. You know what I mean? Man fans stay out as well. You know what I mean? Vada or nada, shout out to the clean athletes. You know what I mean? The ones that get Vada tested. You know, the ones in that clean boxing program. You feel me? Ones that's actually paying for their opponents to be tested as well as themselves, because there's some fighters out here doing that. You know what I mean? So shout out to the clean athletes. We got to do that. Shout them out. Truth is the new hate. And I did drop the sources in the live chat. Just make sure that or I will make sure I put it in the description. But thank y'all for tuning in. Also shout out to my member Ronald Finkley, Sporting Advantage, also Lisa Bales, and everybody that participated. Yeah, but everybody participated for this live. I appreciate y'all. Once again, shout out to my playback. Y'all give me y'all thoughts on today's topics with this franchise madness and this upcoming fight between Erickson Lubin and Jeison Rosario. That's gonna be a good one. So I'd love to hear y'all thoughts on that. And hey, you right, Martin. You right. So he might be next on the platter, Martin. So shout out to Martin for saying that. He might be next on the platter, and he right. Triple G don't get enough flame. So we're gonna cook on him coming up here soon. There's been a lot of little champ shit going on lately. And I've been trying to stay away from the flame of shame because there's just so much. And I be trying to find the flame of fame out here, but it's very few and far, very few and far between and all that. I said that wrong, but you know what I meant. But at the end of it all, man, hopefully PBC improves. Because it's not even looking close. It's not even looking close, man. When it comes to comparing Matchroom, PBC, DAZN, and what's going on from them two sides of the street, it's not even close, man. Hopefully, Al Heyman can get some more dates, good fights like the matchup he's giving us with Rosario and Lubin. And once again, appreciate them guys for making that fight happen. And I'm just a boxing fan, so if it starts improving, I'll let it be known. Like, PBC got their shit together. Yeah, Triple G been bum bashing a lot lately. So we do have some reserve flame for him. That's all I got for this one, man, on BHP.